Reynolds back in a hurry. Reynolds to the hole.
Rubio takes and scores! Takesha Granberry on target.
The throw, the catch, touchdown.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics Program. On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
I think my parents have just always done a real good job of instilling like a work ethic in me.
We're going to be challenged to be as good as maybe we all think we can be.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Josh Seidenberg, number 25 on the football team. On today's show, you'll see highlights from our game against Maryland, a feature on defensive back Byron Glaspie, and plenty of other highlights. But first, here's your play of the week.
The Play of the Week is brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. We make the American dream come true every day.
It'll be Lance Ball, the lone running back. Man in motion. Hollenbach deep drop, looking over the middle, throws, and it's going to be intercepted on the far side by Hamilton. 15-20 far side, 30-yard line, 35. Hamilton's got the sideline. 50, 45, 40, and out of bounds.
My receiver motion then to form like a bunch formation a little bit, so I just sunk back to where I needed to be on the play. The ball was thrown up, and I was able to get my hand on it and tip it back to myself, and the Lord blessed me to be able to catch the ball and run with it a little bit.
He tipped the ball in the air, made the catch, stayed with it, and he took off.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next.
To the 30-yard line, 25-20. Sewell to the 15, 10-5. They won't catch him. Quarterback draw. Touchdown, Jamil.
Welcome back to Cavalier Sports Weekly. After a couple weeks on the road, our football team returned home to Scott Stadium yesterday to take on one of our big ACC rivals, the Maryland Terrapins. Let's take a look at the game story.
The Cavalier game highlights are presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Today from the Carl Smith Center, the University of Virginia plays host to border rival Maryland. It's the 71st meeting as the Cavs and the Terps try to get a leg up in the ACC race. Two wide left, throwing situation, Sewell. Sewell, receiver to the outside to catch, and Deion Williams at the 31-yard line, and he slips out of bounds. First down from the 36, another first down. Sewell calls his own number to the 30-yard line, 25-20. Sewell to the 15, 10-5. They won't catch him. Quarterback draw. Touchdown, Jamil.
That was Michael's idea, Michael's call all the way. And certainly was a good time to spring it in there. It worked out real well.
We came out the gates fighting, and that's what our mentality was this whole week of practice. We wanted to see who was going to come out and fight, and we came out and fought the first half. Everybody came out there with full of energy, full of passion, and that's what we needed for the first half.
Hollenbach deep drop, looking over the middle, throws, and it's going to be intercepted on the far side by Hamilton. 15-20 far side, 30-yard line, 35. Hamilton's got the sideline. 50, 45, 40, and out of bounds. 35-yard line. 26-yard attempt for Gold, right between the hash. Snap back, ball down, the kick is up, and Chris Gold delivers. Receiver in motion to the near side, a little bit too wide on that side. Hand off Lattimore. Lattimore's got Chris Long right there to make the tackle. He does fall forward.
He certainly was on the top of his game. He did a real good job last week. He did a real good job this week. He's a very spirited kid. He's got a great passion for football.
On a first down call, Maryland with 5 in a box. Sewell hands off. Snelling, no play fake. He wants to throw. Looking deep, and it's going to be Ogletree to battle for it. He's there! Touchdown!
That was a play we was working on all week, and I adjusted to the coverage, and Jamil threw a ball where I had to come back to it a little bit. So the defender played it well, but I just had to work my way around him and come back to it, and it was a good throw by Jamil.
Sewell, good snap. Sewell drops back all day to throw. Looks over the middle. He's got a man to catch. Ogletree, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He dives. Did he get in? No, just short. And Phillips to hold. Snap back, ball down. The kick is up. Line drive, got it to go. Woo.
To have 24 probably would have done it at that stage, and then, but still we come out the second half, we're playing, we get a couple of stops. We still demonstrate that we can move the ball pretty well. We get a couple of stops on defense, and then the next thing we know, they got the ball on the 2-yard line. So they really haven't done anything better in the game, and it's 20-7.
And the snap right to the belt. He is going to get it away. He has kicked the beauty. And Byer is going over to make the catch. He is muffed it, but Maryland might have gotten it to the 2-yard line. Byers, I think, giving Maryland the ball. The power eye formation with 3 backs behind Hollenbach and 2 tight ends. And they give it a ball. Touchdown, Maryland. Virginia putting a linebacker on the edge, and they hand it to Lattimore going to the other way. He broke it. Look out. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Lattimore at the point of attack got the block, and it's a touchdown. Sewell back to throw again. Deep drop. He releases in. He throws the interception. Look out. It's coming the other way. 25-20, 15, 10-5. Aaron Henderson, the linebacker. Touchdown with 8 minutes to play.
Even though we did so many more things better, the result was still fashioned around 2 of the same kind of plays that have been part of the other disappointments, and that was an interception return for a touchdown and a special teams bungle.
Sewell out of the gun. The play fake to Snelling, looking downfield, throws, has a man, Ogletree the catch, touchdown! Ogletree the catch at the 5, touchdown!
It was a great throw, and that was all Jamil. It was just a great ball. He read the coverage right, and he put it right there.
Sewell with a 2-point conversion. The snap, and Sewell rolls the pocket to that side. Sewell gets to the edge, throws, and it's going to be incomplete in the end zone.
It was certainly an on-target throw, and it was right there. One of those bang-bang plays. But we had a competitive toughness about us that was much more reminiscent of their predecessors. And our challenge now is to come back in here next Thursday night with the same energy level and the same resolve that the players had today.
Our baseball team is in the middle of their Orange and Blue World Series this week, and we head to the Diamond for your tip of the week.
I'm Mike Mitchell, center fielder for the Virginia Cavaliers in 5. I'm going to talk to you today about sack bunts. The sack bunt is essential for any team's offense. It allows you to move the runner in a scoring position both safely and effectively. And it also puts pressure on the defense to make a play and get it out. The first thing you want to do is get your normal batting stance like you're going to swing at a pitch. When the pitcher's hands come together, you want to square and show the bunt. You got to be careful to spread your hands out and keep your hands behind the bat as not to wrap it around take a ball off the hands. You want to keep the bat in a level position, keep your hands spread so that you have control of the bat each way. When I'm bunting towards the 4 slot, you want to have the knob of the bat facing the third base and keep the bat out in front. For a 6 slot, you want the barrel pointed towards first base and also keep your hands out in front. And when the ball's coming in, try not to jab at it or force the ball down. Try to catch the ball with the bat. And that's your tip of the week.
2006 Virginia football. Catch all the highlights on VirginiaSportsTV.com.
One of the players on the football team that everyone admires is Byron Glaspie. Byron wasn't recruited to play football, and he entered UVA as a student in the engineering school. Now an economics major, Byron walked onto our team and has been a big contributor to our program. Defensive back Byron Glaspie is your Student Athlete of the Week.
The Student Athlete of the Week is presented by the Virginia Lottery. In 2006, the Virginia Lottery contributed a record $454 million to public schools throughout the Commonwealth.
I had known him as a friend before he walked on. He had been talking about it for a year or half a year. For the whole fall, he had been talking about walking onto the team and how he played in high school. And he worked out every day during that fall that he hadn't walked on. He was just in academics, and I could tell he was dedicated and he wanted to do something. So I just wanted to see him out there and see him on the field.
First impressions of Byron is that he worked hard. He came in, I believe he came in the winter after trying out my first year.
When I first came here, I had it in my mind that I was going to try to walk on. So right from the very beginning, I was trying to get in contact with like the coaches and the football office and figuring out when tryouts and everything were.
And I remember when he started playing that he was very coachable. Coaches would give him something during practice, a technique or something, and he'd be able to go out and perform on the field when he had a chance to.
I always had dreams and hopes that eventually I'd be able to get some playing time anywhere. Like I didn't know if it would be special teams or anything. I was just hoping to get on the field eventually. But even then, I thought that process would probably take me a couple of years. Maybe when I was a third year, fourth year, then eventually start seeing some playing time or something.
One of the things that sticks out about Byron is he's very intelligent. That comes, shows itself on the field in meetings. He's very in tune to what we're doing. We did a Bible study over the summer, and Byron always brings up points. He thinks a little bit deeper about things. And as a student, I know when he was in the E-School, I would try to encourage him to spend a little more time studying football. But so now that he's in the arts and sciences, I think that comes a little bit better. But he is an excellent student, really applies himself to things and is very smart. I think that helps him on and off the field.
I think my parents have just always done a real good job of instilling like a work ethic in me and trying to make me see the importance of getting an education and setting yourself up for later on in life.
He told us about how hard it was doing the engineering and the football and just how much he put into it. And I think it was really draining him when he's trying to do both. That's last spring. And I think he changed over econ. I could see a lot more, a lot more balance between football and academics with him.
I decided to switch after things started to pick up with football. My role increased on the team, and I knew that would take up a lot more time. I didn't ever get too high or too low about things. I just always try to keep a steady head and, just work with whatever situation I'm in and just, work from there.
He's pretty even keel. I think level-headed is a good way to describe him.
He is a calming presence, and I think that's Byron's personality.
I think just enjoying where I'm at. I know that it's a rare opportunity, especially in the situation that I came into. So I'm just trying to go out and enjoy it every day and still try to get better and become the best player I can be.
Cavalier fans have been eagerly awaiting the start of basketball season in the John Paul Jones Arena. In this week's Who's Heating Up, we preview our men's and women's teams.
Who's Heating Up is brought to you by Propane, exceptional energy.
Just stepping in the building creates a different atmosphere. It just makes you just ready to play right away.
It's an extremely exciting time for everybody, but in particular our program and myself for how we move forward in the history of Virginia basketball, not just how we do this year and as it pertains to wins and losses, but the significance of being in this building at this time.
I'm real excited. Senior season came out of nowhere, went by fast. Just hungry, just hungry this season. This is my last season to be able to reach the goal that I've been wanting to reach since my first year and make it to the NCAA tournament. So this one season, got to leave everything on the line.
We were shorthanded in numbers last year. We were shorthanded in size and bulk, and hopefully, at least a good portion of that has been rectified.
I think in terms of, you got to be the biggest surprise to everybody. Gaining, 20-something pounds, I believe. And just doing the things that, running the same way he did last year. got to improve, on his hands. He can finish better. He improved on a lot of things.
And, Jason came, he improved a lot on his outside game. And, Sean and JR, they do what they do, They've been working hard, Sean been recovering from his injury. And, he's been working hard, as well as JR. We got a great group of young guys that have been through a lot off the court, which plays a major role in what's going on the court. Whether people know it or not, it goes hand in hand.
We're going to be challenged to be as good as maybe we all think we can be by our schedule. And we could have designed it differently, but we didn't. And by virtue of what we have, we're going to see right out on the floor how good we are.
We have a good veteran core of players coming back this year. We are going to play an up-tempo game this year like we always do. I do think that this has been one of the best summers we've ever had in terms of players staying over the entire summer. We had just about everybody here for the entire summer working on their game, working on their shooting, and I think we will definitely reap the benefits of their hard work this summer.
We're ready to get started. We can't wait to Friday for practice to actually start. We feel so determined, and it's like we've come more together. We've become more unified as a team.
Last year we all had to be leaders in our own way, and we've just upped that. And the freshmen that came in, great attitudes, great people on and off the court, and just meshed with the team right away.
Coming up after the break.
Welcome back to the show. Men's and women's soccer face big ACC rivals this week. Let's check out the action in our Olympic Sports Spotlight.
The Olympic Sports Spotlight is presented by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
You think about that guy next to you, you think about that guy in the dugout. Okay? Because that's your family and that's your team. A team is going to win the big one, not individuals. The sooner we realize that, the sooner we'll take off. All right, let's get in here. Let's go.
Clearly the backs were superb, midfielders, everyone. We did a lot of running tonight, probably the most running we've done all year, and it showed in the result.
I'm trying to step up whenever I can and put the ball in the back of the net. Yannick kind of went up, and the goalkeeper kind of came out to try to win it, and whenever Yannick hit it down towards the goal, I kind of just tried to turn and just hit it as hard as I could.
It's huge for us to get the first goal and then a second one real quick afterwards. I think it started a lot too with our pressure and our attitude approaching the game, and just really going after him.
Overall performance, not just the goals, the way we kept the ball, the way we managed the goal, our backs all played well, our goalkeeper, it was an overall good, solid performance. Warrior-like. He gets opened up, he's going to have to take some stitches. We get him back in the game and he scores a goal. Some people when they get that kind of injury kind of back off or aren't the same when they come back on. He was more motivated when he got back on the field.
I wanted to get back out and keep playing, so I guess being out for a couple minutes definitely gets you itchy and trying to get back in.
We scored 3 goals. It's the first time I think we scored 3 goals all year. It's only the second time in our conference that we scored first. So I think that was a big factor. I also think, and I'm going to continue to thank the fans as long as they keep coming, I think we're going to keep winning. So please don't stop coming, students, community, keep supporting us because when you're here it really helps us.
where she's really dangerous, obviously, is when she gets the ball and gets running at people. And once she got faced up in the middle of a field, she started to take people on. She finds a way to get it into a seam, and she can split a seam pretty fast. And I think she saw that opening and just went right through and finished a very nice goal. So that came at a big time for us for sure.
She pretty much dribbled through, their whole defense, and then just hit a good finish. So it was a great goal on her part.
I thought Jess sent a great ball in behind, and Kristen got a good look at it. I think once she cut it back into her right and sized it up, you could tell it was going to go in. She's very good when she gets a good look at the ball, and she had a chance to really size the ball up and size the goal up. And she made a great finish as well.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. Next week we'll have highlights from our game against North Carolina and lots more highlights, features, and game stories from our Olympic sports. Until then, go Hoos.
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery, where all profits benefit Virginia's public schools grades K through 12. By clean, safe, reliable propane. Propane, exceptional energy. By Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And brought to you in part by the Virginia Athletics Foundation, dedicated to providing scholarship, operational, and facility support for the Virginia Athletics program.